Good morning, students. I hope you all are doing well at your places. Myself, Mitesh Sharma, and I will teach you social science in your grade 8. Okay? So, as we are going to start a new academic session, myself, Mitesh Sharma, I am welcoming you from behalf of the whole MS school to the new academic year. Okay? So, let's start. We will have a short introduction regarding the first chapter, that is the arrival of Europeans in India, in this video lecture, and also we will discuss about the more detail, discuss about the topics in detail regarding the how the Europeans arrived in India and who found the new sea route to India and why they need to find the sea route to India, and which sailors put a hard effort to find out the new sea route to India. So Christopher Columbus and Vasco da Gama. Okay, so we will discuss about those two sailors in detail, and then we will discuss about the which other Europeans arrived in India. Okay, so let's start. Students, in ancient times we know very well that India was considered as a Sonic Ichpedia. Why? Because we were more wealthy and as well as the prosperous country during that time, and the Indian commodities were in great demand in the world market. Okay, which Indian commodities were in demand in the world market? Like we can say that silk, then cotton cloth, Indian spices, muslin. So these are the important commodities which were in high demand in the European market. Okay, so many of the other country or foreigners wanted to try the business with the India, and for the same they have to find a new route. Okay, earlier the trade between India and the foreigners was prevalent during the land route, through the land route. Let me clear one thing. See, suppose this is an India and this is Asia part, and here it is the Europe. We know very well the some parts of Europe and Asia is joined together, and that is known as Eurasia. Okay, and here it is the Turkey is situated. What? Turkey is situated over here. Is it clear? So the whatever the thing we need to export through the land route via Iraq, Iran, then Arabistan, and then to Turkey. And here one port was famous. Its name was Constantinople. Okay, Constantinople. Is it clear? So Constantinople was a famous port during the time for the import and export between Europe and Indian market. Okay, is it clear? So, but what happened? The tragedy took place in 1453. In 1453, what happened? In 1453, Turkey's Muslim destroyed the Constantinople because they won the Constantinople and destroyed this land route between India and European market. Okay, so now the Constantinople has destroyed, the trade between Europe and India has been stopped. Is it clear? So now the Europeans need to find out the sea new route. Why? Because they were habituated by the Indian commodities. They want Indian commodities at any coast. So they compelled to find a new sea route to India. Okay? So many of the sailors put a hard effort, they tried hard to find out sea route. Okay? So we will discuss about that. This is all about why they need to find out the sea route to India. This was the reason as the Constantinople was destroyed by the Turkish Muslims. So the trade has been stopped between India and Europe, and for the same reason they have to find out new route to India. Is it clear? Okay. So during that time, the Portuguese king Henry, Portuguese king Prince Henry was a famous cartographer of that time. What was the meaning of cartographer? The person who makes the map. Okay, जो person map बनाते हैं उनको cartographer बोलते हैं. And Prince Henry was a very good cartographer. He made a many authentic as well as the accurate world map during that time, and also for the same reason he was known as the navigator. Henry the Navigator. The Navigator title placed after his name, Henry the Navigator. Okay, so Henry the Navigator patronaged many sailors to find out new sea routes. Okay, so Henry patronage. What is the meaning of patronage? Patronage, that means to give the financial as well as the economic support to the sailors. Is it clear? Okay. About the Christopher Columbus. Okay, so Christopher Columbus was an Italian citizen. Okay, and he had started his journey from Spain because Spanish king patronaged him to find out the sea route to India. Okay, so let me clear one thing. First of all, we erase this because we need to explain. Okay, so Christopher Columbus has started his journey around in 1462. Okay, approximately 1462 he has started his journey. But here he had applied one logic. What was that? See, this is our Earth, and we can divide our Earth into two equal hemispheres, Western Hemisphere and Eastern Hemisphere. So suppose Europe is here and India is here. We know very well India is lying in the Eastern Hemisphere as well as the Northern Hemisphere. Okay, so Christopher Columbus thought that one can reach east via traveling in west because Earth is round. So he thought, अगर वो west में जाएगा तो ultimately he will reach into the east. Okay, so that's why he has started his journey from the west to the west, and he reached here at a new land. Okay, so he believed that he had founded a new sea route to India. So, but actually he has discovered a new land which was untouched, undiscovered yet. But as he believed that he had found a new sea route to India. Okay, but that was wrong. It was totally wrong. Why? Because he had found a new land which is near to the Caribbean Sea and Caribbean Island, and later it was known as the West Indies. Okay, but who gave this classification that Columbus was wrong? Amerigo Vespucci. Okay, remember this name, Amerigo Vespucci, cleared that this is not in India, this is a new land that Christopher Columbus has founded. So that's why after the name of Amerigo, this land was known as America. Is it clear? After the name of Amerigo Vespucci, the new land has been named as America. Okay, so this was all about the Christopher Columbus. Okay, now we will discuss about the Vasco da Gama, the person who succeeds to find out a new sea route to India. Now see how Vasco da Gama founded the new sea route to India. See, we know very well. Suppose this is in Africa, here it is in Europe, and here we are having our India, and this is a part of Asia is joined together. Okay, so the Portugal is here. So Vasco da Gama has started his journey from the Lisbon. Do remember this name, Lisbon? From Lisbon he has started his journey and encircled the Cape of Good Hope. The Cape of Good Hope is the southern tip of the African continent. Then he reached the Mozambique, then Arabistan, and then he reached at the Calicut on 22nd May. On 22nd May 1498. Is it clear? See, here I am just sharing one more information that is not in your textbook. Here he met one fisherman, Gujarati fisherman. More important, that he was a Gujarati fisherman and his name was Malam. So Malam guided Vasco da Gama to reach India, and he landed at Calicut. Where he landed? He landed at Calicut in India on which date? On 22nd May 1498. So when he reached at Calicut, the king of Calicut, King Zamorin. What was the name of king? The king Zamorin welcomed Vasco da Gama and also gave the permission to trade and to start a business in the Calicut. Okay, so this is all about the Vasco da Gama. I hope you are getting clear what I am trying to say. Okay, now see, within 100 years, Portuguese established their rule at the western coast of the country. Okay, within 100 years, they have established their rule at the western part of the country, like Calicut, then Cochin, then Mumbai, Goa, Diu Daman. The whole the western coastal strip was covered by the Portuguese, and they were gaining more and more monetary fund, more and more wealth out of India. So, when other Europeans realized that Portugal is becoming prosperous after the starting of trading in India, so that's where other Europeans were also trying to trade with India, and that's where other Europeans arrived in India. So which other Europeans arrived in India? So first of all, Dutch. From which country? From Holland. Okay, from Holland they arrived in India and they were known as Dutch. But now Holland is known as Netherlands. Mark this. Now Holland is named as a Netherlands. Is it clear? After Dutch, Danish people arrived. Danish from which country? From Denmark. Okay. See, Dutch and Danish arrived in India, but they could not stay longer in the India. Why? Because of the Britishers. Britishers were the powerful Europeans, and these both Europeans could not stand strong against the Britishers, and that's why they have to left India. And after the Britishers, French arrived in India. Okay, so these are the total Europeans which arrived in India for trade. But we know very well who was a superpower, or who was a powerful European, and who stayed longer in our country. So I am just making a chronology here. See, first of all, who arrived in India? Portuguese. Okay. After then, Dutch arrived. After then, Danish people. After Danish, Britishers arrived, and at the last, French arrived in India. Okay. So along with this, among these only Britishers ruled on us, and these two Europeans had to left for the forever, and Portuguese arrived. See, after Britishers arrival, Portuguese were not so powerful, and they remained in only Diu Daman and Goa. Only Diu Daman and Goa. So we can say the Portuguese rule has been ended in India. Only 3 territories they were having, but Britishers having the whole India. Okay, Britishers having whole India. How they expanded their rules, that we will discuss in our next lecture. Okay, and in French, Mahe, Chandranagar, and Pondicherry. So these much territories were having by the French. Is it clear? So this is about the all Europeans arrived in India. So this is the first part of our lecture, that is the arrival of Europeans in India. Okay. Today what we have discussed about why they arrived in India, what was the responsible reason to arrive in India, then who found the new sea route to India, and which other Europeans arrived in India. Okay. So I'm ending this lecture here only. If you have any kind of doubt, you can ask me in the live session, and please have a great attention towards this topic, because you will get more clear idea in these videos. Okay, so see you soon in the next lecture. Till then, have a good day, take care, and bye everyone.